Well, I think we saw a match that kind of we expected with a very kind of strong Honduran side, physical side. Always good for surprises with technically very gifted players that can, you know, score goals out of nothing. With Costly or Bankston, you have always to be aware. I think it took us a little bit to get into a higher pace. The first 20 minutes was a bit too static, movement-wise, but also because Honduras did a good job there, kind of pushing high up. And then I think after 20, 25 minutes, we took over. And we created a lot more chances. And I had the feeling out there that it's really just a question of time until we score that first goal. And then, obviously, when you score a first goal, you got to make sure that you close it down. Score the second, and hopefully a third one. The second came then late with Clint Dempsey's header, for whatever reason, disallowed. Reminded us of Belgium. 2 goals now that they stole us, but it's the way it is. Important was that we got the 3 points also, and because obviously this team is hungry also for success, and they want to do well, and they want to also get the results done right. And I think they controlled then the game, even if you always had a sense that, because of their qualities that they have, Honduras, that they might create something out of nothing. The transition for the team might be a bit easier, when they get wins in and get the right results, and on the way to getting challenged from us coaches to step it up and to go to the next level and to raise the pace and to put more work into everything they do. And they trained really hard. A couple of guys from you were almost there every day, and they saw that there was a lot of intensity out there, and that's what we demand them, and we want them to get used to that high intensity. And we know that they can't do that over 90 minutes yet, but that's what our goal is. It's our goal to get them over the full 90 and even longer than down the road, when maybe an extra time game waits for us. So I think in that process, it's good to have the feeling that we're doing the right thing, but it's also good to have the feeling to get the results in, definitely. Yes, they missed a few chances. I think we missed a couple of very good chances as well. But we saw a Honduran team that has quality, definitely. We knew that before the game. And I watched them last year in the World Cup. I was twice at their games. So it's a very difficult team to play. They have a couple of very good individual players. They know how to move the ball around, and they create things sometimes out of nothing. So we expected a difficult game. Well, we always would like to see progress in every game, but it will take time for the team to adjust to that way, and a lot of work. So sometimes the game goes better, and sometimes it's not going so well. I think a real kind of a picture you can have maybe after a year or 2, I don't know, because it's a lot of work out there for us on the training field to make that always understandable to the players, because they play different systems in different ways in their club teams, and then we have 7, 8 days to work with them, then they leave and go back to their club teams. But I think the understanding for it gets better and better, and sometimes you can show that a bit better and sometimes less. I think against Costa Rica, you saw that tremendously the first 30 minutes. All you needed to do is put one in the net, and then you get the confirmation. And today it was a little bit more difficult because of the conditions with the wind and the rain and all that stuff.